Here's why you should not be selling your home this year. Most sellers right now, because they purchased 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, are now in the stage of the old golden handcuffs. They have the perfect rate, they have the perfect payment, they have the home that they wanted 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and now it's kind of seeming like it's too small or it's too big, or they made a rush decision and they're ready to move on to something different. And they're stuck, but it's not a bad stuck. They can afford it, they're happy, but they want something different. And that's what we're running into right now. We're running into sellers that have, a bunch of equity, who have amazing interest rates and want to sell, want to move, but don't really want to have to take on, a 5 or 6% interest rate. And that makes complete sense. So this is where we come into play. This is, what we're seeing in the market right now. We're seeing 30 plus days on the market. We are seeing, sellers having to catch the falling knife. They're trying to lower the price to catch a buyer, and all of these things are happening where it's not the most suitable situation. They're paying out extra closing costs. They're doing all of these things inside of the real estate market here in Atlanta, and they don't want to be involved in that. And so what we're starting to see is people looking at cash offers because maybe they just want to move faster. They're looking at, the big corporations as far as being able to purchase their home, maybe because that's what they did in 2020 or 2019 and it made sense. It doesn't make as much sense now because there's so many other factors that play into that. So that's kind of where we've been coming into play. Number one, I'm going to come out there, I'm going to meet with you. I'm going to bring a report with me that's basically going to go over everything about your home, where it should be listed at, all the pricing measurements, what's going on with the buyer activity in your local area. And then we can also bring you a bunch of cash offers that you may want or may not want. And we can go through that process and show you what those cash offers look like. And then we can also show you what it's going to look like if you go more traditional. And right now, what we've really been focusing on is understanding the product that we're bringing to the market. Product being your home. If we understand what's going on with your home, if we understand, what's wrong with it, what's good with it, how to position it in the market, how the other neighbors around you are pricing their homes, and how long they've been sitting on the market, so we understand everything about what's going on in your local area. And then we can say, okay, we can step in here and say, we can price it competitively. We can make sure that we are the one that everybody's going to. We can make sure that your property is presented through social media, which we have a large presence on. We can make sure that we are doing short form video because that's where eyeballs are. We are doing long form video. We're doing everything that we possibly can through also the traditional methods of, your Zillows, your Realtor.com, to make sure that your property is presented correctly. I'm not going to go full into detail of what we do because there's obviously a reason why we are doing it, and majority of people are not. But the idea is that if you position your home correctly, you are going to sell it, and you're going to sell it for the top dollar that it's going to go for in this market without having to wait 90 days, 60 days, 30 days on the market to get to the number that you were already going to get to initially. So we position it correctly. We make sure that the marketing is done perfect, if I do say so myself, and we position it to a position that people want to go and see the property because they feel like it's, oh, this is a good deal, or wow, I can't believe that this property has this or that. And that brings the buyers to it. So we're attracting, and then from that attracting, we are able to position ourselves in a place where we are getting multiple offers in a market that you're not seeing multiple offers in. And so, for example, we have a property that we listed on Thursday of last week, had multiple offers on it by Saturday, and by Monday he was under contract with exact number that he was already wanting out of the home. And so we are looking at doing that again here in another local market in Griffin, with a property that we just listed last night, and we already have 2 offers on. So that is what we're talking about here in being able to understand the market. And if you're looking at selling your home because you have to, or or you just are in that position of like, hey, I just want something different. I need to get out of what I'm in. It's all about the positioning, and that's what we're here for. So if you have any questions, or you just kind of want to, ping us and say, hey, look, thinking about selling in the next 6 to 12 months, what are your thoughts? We would love to share those with you. Give us a call today, 678-817-8167. If you like this content, let us know. We always love feedback, and that's what we are striving for this long-form content. We don't want it to be just real estate. We also want to bring in some business aspect to it as well. But if you guys like this, we will continue to share more stuff like this as well. Talk to you soon.